Hey guys, welcome to Minnesota Twins franchise. This is episode number 65. We're trying to get used to life without Miguel Sano for the season. We've optioned Byung-Ho Park to AAA Rochester, recalled Kenny Vargas from Rochester. Get a little more pop in our lineup, we're hoping, at the DH position. We've made a trade also. Reese McGuire, a minor league catcher, we traded to the Colorado Rockies. And in return, we picked up shortstop Tim Smalling. He doesn't have great potential. Dom Nunez, the catcher, though, solid potential, a C, and Peter Lambert, the starting pitcher, also a C. So we just wanted a little more depth in our minor league system, a few more options to fill out our minor league rosters as we head into game number 31 of the season. We're facing the Kansas City Royals here from Target Field. Phil Hughes is on the hill today, making his 7th start of the season. He's 3-2, and his opponent will be Edison Volquez. He is 2-2 with a 4.33 ERA. We head into the first inning now. Phil Hughes looking for win number 100 in his career, facing Salvador Perez, who's batting .239 with 3 home runs. We got 2 outs and runners on first and second, and Salvador Perez drives it deep into left field. That ball is going to reach the seats, actually off the facing of the second deck. 3-run home run for Salvador Perez. Puts the Royals out in front 3-0 at the end of the top of the first. So we head to the third inning. 3-0, Kansas City. Byron Buxton at the plate, and Buxton with a little blooper into right field. That one's going to drop. The guy on first heads to second. We got runners on first and second with Eduardo Nunez coming to the plate. He's batting .255 on the season with a pair of home runs. With 1 out, he grounds it down to third baseline. Nice play by the third baseman. Long throw across the diamond and not in time. Nunez beats it out for an infield hit. We got the bases loaded now. Joe Mauer coming to the plate. .327 batter with 5 home runs on the season. With 1 out, Mauer drives it to left field. That ball is hanging up there. And tagging from third and scoring is Max Kepler. And the Twins are on the board. It's 3-1 now in favor of Kansas City as Gordon's throw is not in time. At the end of the third, the Royals lead by 2. Fourth inning, Whit Merrifield at the plate. He's batting .242 with a pair of home runs. He's got runners on second and third. He's going to bloop this one into right field. We're not going to be able to get to it in time. 2 runs come in to score, and the Royals extend their lead out to 5-1 on the base hit by Whit Merrifield. Fifth inning. Eduardo Nunez steps into the box. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Nobody on base with 2 outs, and he lines one back up the middle. A nice play made there by Raul Mondesi. On to Hosmer at first for the out. And at the end of 5, it is still 5-1 in favor of the Royals. A nice play moving to his left. Raul Mondesi Jr. Sixth inning. Whit Merrifield steps in once again. He is batting .254 on the season. He has a pair of RBIs already in the game. Runner on first, and Merrifield's going to drive this one into the gap in right center. That one's going to reach the wall. Merrifield heading for second. The guy on first is coming to the plate. Here comes the relay, and it is not in time. The run comes in to score for Kansas City. And Whit Merrifield is on with a double, and Paul Molitor's seen enough of Phil Hughes. He gives up 7 runs in the inning as Whit Merrifield comes in to score as well. Through 5.5, it is 7-1. Bubba Starling at the plate now. He's batting a paltry .214 with a runner on first and 2 outs. Starling's going to line it into the gap in right center. Byron Buxton on his horse. Diving play. Byron Buxton, a little Superman grab out there in right center.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional
Crazy athleticism by Byron Buxton. In the middle of the 7th, it is still 7-1 in favor of Kansas City, and they will go on to win the game by a score of 7-4 as we get a few meaningless runs. Joe Mauer 1 for 4. Byron Buxton has a great day, 4 for 5, and that diving catch you saw out there. Eduardo Nunez goes 3 for 5. Phil Hughes gets the loss, gives up 7 runs in 5 1/3 innings. Edison Volquez gets the win. Whit Merrifield 2 for 4 with a couple RBIs. And Salvador Perez hits one out of the park again. Quick look at the Royals roster here. Lorenzo Cain out in center, Gerard Dyson in right field, Eric Hosmer at first. The DH is Jose Bautista, Joey Bats. Behind the plate, Salvador Perez, the third baseman, former San Francisco Giant Connor Gillespie. Second baseman Steve Pearce, the shortstop. Raul Mondesi, you saw him make a great play. Bubba Starling in left. On the bench, Ken Wise, Whit Merrifield, Omar Infante, few utility infielders, and the backup catcher is Cam Gallagher. We look at the pitching staff. The starting rotation is Marcus Stroman. He came over in the trade that sent Mike Moustakas to the Blue Jays last season. Mike Minor, Joe Nelson, Edinson Volquez, and Ian Kennedy. Out in the pen, the long reliever is Jason Vargas. In middle relief, we got Luke Hochaver, Jordan Schaefer, and Eric O'Flaherty. The setup guys are Kelvin Herrera and Joaquim Soria, and the closer is Wade Davis. Definitely the strength of the bullpen is the back end. Alex Gordon was put on the DL after that last game with a shoulder strain. He'll be out for 1 to 2 weeks as we head into the second game of this 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Twins. A little 3-game winning streak was broken there with that last loss as we swept the Baltimore Orioles. And we have the Seattle Mariners in the series after this one. So the middle game of this 3-game series, Royals coming in at 16-13. Kyle Gibson taking the hill for the Twins. He's 3-2, making his 7th start. And he will face Ian Kennedy, who has a 5.06 ERA in 26 2/3 innings. First inning now, Eric Hosmer at the plate. And Eric Hosmer watches a pitch bounce in the dirt. Kyle Gibson puts him on first. Issuing the free pass, Joey Bats now. He's batting .229, but he does have 8 home runs. With Hosmer on first, Joey Bats. Hosmer's off and running. I don't know if it was a hit and run or what, but Hosmer's going to be gunned down there by Mike Zunino. And in the middle of first, we still have no score here at Target Field. Fast forward to the 5th inning, Jorge Polanco stepping into the batter's box with a runner on first. That's Max Kepler, and Kepler's going to be picked off at first base by Ian Kennedy. So we got 2 outs now, and Polanco grounds it up the middle. Nice play at second there by, I believe it was Pearce, but the throw is in the dirt, and Hosmer can't come up with it. And then a little excuse me swing, and Buxton's going to beat that out down the first baseline. So you got runners on first and second with an error and a little infield hit. Maybe a little 2-out rally here for the Twins in the 5th. Eduardo Nunez at the plate now. He swings and misses on a hit and run with both runners moving. And the Royals throw him out at first there to get out of the jam. Still no score. We head to the 7th inning. Eric Hosmer at the plate. Kyle Gibson is still pitching for the Twins, and Hosmer goes down, swinging and missing at the sinker. Great pitching performance by both players here, both pitchers. Danny Santana coming in a pinch run now with no outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Max Kepler at the plate. Danny Santana going, and the pitch is in the dirt. Santana's going to have a stolen base there. On a 3-1 count, Kepler is going to move him over with the sacrifice bunt. So we got a runner on third. Ned Yost is going to yank Ian Kennedy from the ball game and bring in Luke Hochaver. With no score here in the 7th, a runner on third. Jorge Polanco trying to get one in the air to the outfield or on the ground up the middle, and he manages to get one into deep center field. This should be deep enough to score the run from third. Here comes Danny Santana to the plate. The throw not even close, and it is up the first baseline. Santana comes in to score, and the Twins take the lead late here in the 7th, 1-0. At the end of the 7th, Twins going to try to hold on to this 1-0 lead. Omar Infante pinch hitting here with the bases loaded and nobody out. And a ground ball to Nunez at third. He's coming to the plate with it, and they get the first out of the inning. Still no runs scored. Bases loaded now. Lorenzo Cain stepping into the box with 1 out. Bases still loaded. And Cain grounds it to the left side. Nunez again coming to the plate with it, and they get the out at home, so we get 2 outs. The bases still loaded, and that brings up Gerard Dyson.
Now pitching for the Twins.
Paul Molitor is going to insert Sean Marshall in here. Here's Dyson. Runner's going. It's a squeeze play. Dyson pops it up, and Zunino can't get to it from the plate, and that's going to score a run. We're all tied up. Here is Eric Hosmer now. Ground ball. A double play will get us out of the inning. And it was just 1 out that we needed to get out of the inning, but Gerard Dyson beats out the play at second, and that keeps the inning alive, and the run crosses the plate is going to count. Bringing up Joey Bats, he is sitting at 299 career home runs. And Joey Bats just rips one into left field. That one's deep. If it's fair, it's gone, and it is a home run for Jose Bautista. It is career home run number 300, and it is a grand slam. Jose Bautista has blown this game wide open on his 300th career home run. Guys, it's not a walk-off home run because we still add the bottom of the ninth to get through, but his teammates are ecstatic and they are meeting him at the plate for his 300th home run. Joey Bats, most of those home runs hit obviously with the Toronto Blue Jays, and it's good to see Joey Bats having a good year for the Royals. He had a horrible year last year for the Blue Jays. Kansas City goes on to beat us 6-1. Here in Game 32, Brandon Kinsler tagged with the losses. He only goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 3 runs, all of them earned. Salvador Perez, a 1-for-4 day with a double. Gerard Dyson, a 1-for-4 day. But Jose Bautista with the big one, a grand slam for the Royals. American League Central standings, the Twins sitting at 16-16, fourth place. The Royals are in second place, behind only the Detroit Tigers. They're 17-13. The Twins here, 16-16. Alex Meyer will make the start in the matinee finale of this series. It's getaway day. His opponent will be Marcus Stroman for Kansas City. We're in the second inning now. Danny Santana batting well below the Mendoza line, but he is showing signs of life lately offensively. Danny Santana is going to line one into center field, and that one is going to drop right in front of Lorenzo Cain. Danny Santana is on first base. John Ryan Murphy steps in now. He's batting .242 with a home run and 3 RBIs. There's some grumblings from the fans that John Ryan Murphy should maybe be the starting catcher for the Twins instead of Mike Zunino. He has definitely produced when he has been in the game. So runners on the corners now after John Ryan Murphy's hit with 2 outs. Max Kepler trying to get the run across the plate with 2 outs, and he flies it out to left field. And it's an easy play out there in left, and the Royals escape the inning with no runs scored. Fourth inning, Gerard Dyson steps in. He's batting .280 on the year with no home runs and 3 RBIs. We've got a runner on first, and Dyson lines it into right field for a base hit. Lorenzo Cain on to second base. We got runners on first and second for Eric Hosmer. Still nobody out in the top of the fourth inning. Pitch from Alex Meyer. Ground ball to Dozier. To Nunez. On to first to Mauer for the 4-6-3 double play. So it brings up last night's hero, Joey Bats, with 2 outs and a runner on third, and Jose Bautista can't get the bat off of his shoulder. He goes down looking, strands the runner at third. Alex Meyer gets out of that one. Still no score in the game midway through the fourth. We go to the fifth. Salvador Perez, batting .235. Has a home run already in the series, and he is going to get a hold of another one on a Alex Meyer fastball, and that one is going to get over the facing of the second deck this time, and it is in the stands. 424-foot home run for Salvador Perez, and it's his 5th of the season. We go to the 6th. It's 1-0 Kansas City. Gerard Dyson steps in now. He's 1 for 2 with a single back in the 4th, and Dyson's going to lay down a bunt. He's trying to bunt for a base hit. Valbuena charging. Here comes the throw, and it is going to be not in time. That's a tough play to make there by Valbuena, especially with Dyson going down the line. He is very, very, very fast. And Dyson's running too. We pitch out, and he still manages to swipe the bag on the pitch out. John Ryan Murphy delayed a little bit in getting that ball out of his glove. So Gerard Dyson's at second here in the 6th. It's already 1-0, and Hosmer's going to line one into center field. Dyson's going to come around to score, so the stolen base comes around to haunt us here. Second run of the game, and Jose Bautista among the league leaders in RBIs. John Ryan Murphy in the 7th inning. Still 2-0. There's 2 outs. Here is the 1-0 delivery, and John Ryan Murphy is going to line this one into the gap in right center. It is cut off there by Gerard Dyson, the right fielder, for a base hit for John Ryan Murphy. Max Kepler's up now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. A runner on. Kepler represents the tying run, and he's going to pop this one up into shallow left field. Catch is made, and the Royals go on to win this one 2-0. They sweep the series, so we get swept by the Royals one series after sweeping Baltimore. We fall to 16-17. We're under 500 here in Game 33. Alex Meyer with the loss. Marcus Stroman gets the win. Guys, if you like the video, you like the Minnesota Twins franchise series, please subscribe, share, like, all those great things. And catch us next time for episode number 66 as we take on the Seattle Mariners from Safeco Field in Seattle. A good day to you, and join us again here on Minnesota Twins franchise.